And good evening, Commanders, and welcome to Drew Wagar's extremely unofficial Elite Dangerous Twitch stream. Hopefully I've got everything working, because you know what I'm like with technology, but I think the microphone is here. I think you can hear me. I think everything is switched on and everything's working, so good. And welcome one and welcome all to... Yes, I know. I have been told off quite a lot already, to be fair. I know, I'm back. I said I wouldn't be, but I'm back. We will go into that. We will go into that. There will be some waffles. There will be some waffles, alas, on this early issue. But before I start, now I normally do a thing which is called the thing, and the thing must be done. But unfortunately, I've just literally had to look at the number of people who are in the chat, and I can't do it. There's too many. So I'm going to have to abort immediately from one of the long-time stream traditions that I do, and just look and go, welcome everybody. So anyway, if you're a previous, I don't like the word fan, but if you're a previous viewer of my streams and you've been here a long time, you know who you are. I'm very much welcome to you. If you are new, thank you very much as well. Welcome to you as well. But we'll try and keep the waffles to a minimum, which is going to be an extremely difficult thing for me to do, as you know, but I will do my best. First off, we will get to playing the game, okay? I do intend to play the game on this stream, but I wanted this stream to be a little bit more than just a playthrough of the stream, because I feel we need it. I feel we need it, okay? So there's lots of stuff to get through this evening, and I do want to kind of give you an overview of what I'd like this stream to be, why I'm back doing it, and everything else that kind of associated with it. So first things first, thank you ever so much in the chat for such a warm welcome back. I wasn't quite sure how that was going to go, but I've put a bit of stuff into this. And so yeah, we'll see how it goes. So first things first. Okay, let's get the elephant in the room, which is over there, obviously. Why am I back? Because I said I wouldn't be, and I did mean it this time, last time. And I know I am guilty of having gone away and come back and gone away and come back and stuff. And I do miss. I was off streaming for a while, and the reason I was off streaming for a while was to do with my own impending house move, which we'll go into a little bit in a moment. You know, only so far as it's interesting. But, you know, I miss streaming. I like streaming. I like sit in front of this camera and I witter away, and for some bizarre reason, people find that amusing, or at least vaguely entertaining at times. And obviously I've got a long history of Elite Dangerous. I never really streamed Elite Dangerous all that much, actually, even in the olden days, because I was doing stuff. But yeah, we'll get on to that. Why now? Why an Elite stream? Okay, so first off, the personal situation, right? So I was planning to move house. Okay, I'd packed off all my stuff, you know, all my streaming gear had gone away, and as a result, I was like, I'm not going to stream anything, okay? Because, you know, I'm trying to move, and, you know, having your streaming gear out isn't all that conducive to moving house. The thing must be done, and it must be done. I demand a refund. Apologies for that. There's no way. I mean, my viewer count is saying 100 and something plus viewers at the moment. There's no way I can do that. So apologies. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll do it in the future when I'm nowhere near as popular as this evening. But we'll see how it goes. So yeah, so we were intending to move house. Everything was packed up, and then it, you know, unfortunately, the bottom dropped out of the UK housing market. According to my estate agent, I picked probably the worst time in the last 15 years to attempt to move house. So it didn't go according to plan. We did have some offers. We did get through a bit of the process. It fell through. We got quite demoralised. It was a bit of a pain. Long and short of it is, we haven't moved. I'm still where I was. And we've kind of taken a look at this year thinking the chances of us moving this year are not great, you know, on the law of averages. So I basically said, sod it. I'm going to get all my streaming gear out again. And I was planning to just go back and do some of my normal streaming and stuff. I did get invited, and very kindly too, and I don't know if she's here tonight, but if she is, Ninja Space Unicorn, thank you very much for the invitations onto her stream. She was doing some Elite Dangerous stuff. She was retracing some of the lore that I wrote years and years and years and years ago. You know, she kindly invited me onto her stream, and we did some stuff, and it was great fun. And she basically kept nagging me on Discord, why don't you stream Elite Dangerous? I said, well, I'm not doing Elite Dangerous anymore because of reasons. And so she said, yeah, but you should, because there's lots of cool stuff. And you know, to be fair, there's a bunch of stuff that has happened since I haven't been doing Elite Dangerous that is actually quite interesting. You know, the Thargoids and various other bits and pieces, which I'm sure you guys know more about than me right now. So there was that, and the reception to me popping up on her stream was really, really positive. So I thought, well, that's nice. You know, hello everybody again, etc., etc., etc. But I wasn't planning on doing any Elite streaming, and then I started. I started, for my sins, I started reading some of the recent ups and downs of Elite Dangerous in terms of things, and actually from what I can gather, Elite Dangerous has improved quite a lot since I last saw it, because I think I dropped out about update 7, and I think it's update 17 now, and it seems it works on my PC, which is a positive, so the game has actually got better. It seems to a lot of stuff has been fixed, which is good. But then I started looking at the sort of travails that Frontier has themselves been going through, and that's been quite an eye-opener for me, because I hadn't really been paying any attention to it at all, and I just assumed everything was going tickety-boo. And it isn't. In a nutshell, not at all. There's been very sad news about people being made redundant as a result of financial difficulties and stuff, which is a horrible place for any organisation to be. I've been there. I've both been in charge of an organisation, or at least on the board of an organisation, when decisions like that have had to happen, and I've also been an employee who's been made redundant twice as a result of unemployment mechanism. So I know what that feels like from both ends, and it's not a happy place for anybody. So those things started combining, thinking, okay, well this isn't great, and this is probably not great for Elite Dangerous either as a thing. And then I got an email from somebody, and I won't embarrass them by saying who it was, because they really made me think. And they basically, the upshot of the email was, Drew, the Elite Dangerous is is kind of spiralling down a bit of a plug hole at the moment. And I responded back to this, yeah, I've just been reading about it. It's not good news, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. And then the email came back, and it basically said, are you a fan of Elite Dangerous or not? And that really actually sort of hit me like a thunderbolt. And it was kind of like, well, yes, I am. So I sort of typed that back, and then it came back with, so what are you going to do about it then? And I said, well, there's not much I can. I've not contributed to the game or anything, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and he said, yeah, but, people know who you are, and can you do anything? And I said, well, okay, let me give it some thought. And I went away and thought about it and said, well, I don't think I've got a vast amount of influence on the game, but I can contribute what I can contribute. And so what I've decided to do is come back to streaming Elite Dangerous, come back to doing my lore videos that most people who know me probably know me through those, because I don't want Elite Dangerous to die on my watch, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether anything I do will make a difference, but if I can help Elite Dangerous not spiral away because of anything I can do, then I'd rather do that and try and contribute where I can. So that's basically where I am, if that makes sense. So I would like to encourage people to kind of join me in that. Okay, there's a lot of water under the bridge here with the game and with Fdev and everything else, right? But at the end of the day, this is a space game that has nearly, and it's this year, I think, the 40th anniversary, not many space games have that kind of legacy. In fact, I can't think of any others really that go back as far as 1984. Yeah, that's an amazing thing, and I've been part of it since the beginning. I've had my ups and downs with it on the way through, but I wouldn't want to see it, fizzle out or worse. if there was anything I could positively do to help. Okay, so that's my intention. I'm positively do to help as much as I can do. So, in other news, I've looked at things like No Man's Sky. You know I stream No Man's Sky. I did a lot of Star Citizen as well. Great games, enjoyed them. I had a look at, what could I contribute to those games in terms of lore and narrative? And to be honest, there are a lot better YouTubers out there than me who know No Man's Sky and Star Citizen far better than I do. Okay, the content creators for those games are doing good stuff. They don't need my help at all. Okay, nobody's doing the lore of Elite Dangerous the way I like to do it. So I figure I can still fill that gap, right? So I'm going to keep doing that, if that makes sense. That's what I can do. What else can I do? Well, I can try playing Elite Dangerous from the start again and just say, look, this is all the cool stuff you can do. Let's try and reinvigorate the that aspect of it and add our weight to think. What I'm hoping, because I think Frontier's in a tricky place, right? I did go through their company reports because actually for my day job I do that as a living, right? I do go through company reports and analyse things. So I've had a look and I've got some notes. I won't go into them in too much detail because it's probably a little bit boring, but it's worth a perspective. Is from what I've been able to work out from the Fdev company reports, Elite Dangerous, they've spent about £70 million on it over the 10 years, right? That has made them 120 million in revenue. That's not profit, that's revenue. That's the amount of money they got back in. So they've, 50 million, that's not bad. Over 10 years, but on top of that, you've got to put all the costs of the staff and everything else, right? So, they haven't made as much money as you might think they might have made. Jurassic Park games and Planet Coaster games have probably brought in about the same amount of money, but didn't cost as much to make, and they did it in a shorter period of time. So Elite Dangerous isn't their most profitable game if you measure it over years, right? But I would say it probably got the biggest community from what I can work out, okay? Elite Dangerous Odyssey, however, costs 7 million, as far as I can work out, and has not turned a profit yet. That's obviously, in business terms, that's a bad thing. F122, F123, and the recent Realms of Ruin also haven't turned a profit yet. They might, but they haven't turned a profit yet. So they've had a string of, things that they've spent money on which haven't yet turned a profit for them, which is not a good thing. Okay, we know they've had a downturn because of the redundancies and various other bits and pieces. Now they do have a fair stack load of cash in the bank for the time being, so I would say they could run for another 2 years without making any more money, which obviously they don't want to do. But then they would be in serious financial problems. Now, obviously, one would hope that's not going to happen. But they do need to hit a decent game in the next 2 years, otherwise they're going to be, not in a happy place, which is what they're basically struggling with now. So I think what they're doing, and they've sort of mentioned it in their reporting, is they're going to be going, what's a low-risk strategy to get us out of this immediate issue. Now, Elite Dangerous should I think be part of that solution, but they're not going to invest in Elite Dangerous if they don't think the audience is there, or that people won't buy another DLC, or they won't buy another sequel game, or they won't buy related products to Elite Dangerous. So I think the only responsible thing for me to do, and I am a fan of Elite Dangerous, is by this stream try to encourage the community, many of whom have gone and maybe come back and all that sort of stuff, to come back and basically just keep the torch alive whilst Frontier gets back on their feet, and hopefully that makes the possibility of more investment in Elite Dangerous, or a sequel, or something else, a DLC, whatever it happens to be, and we can demonstrate to the bigwigs at Frontier, the management team, that we're still here, we will buy their content, please make some more cool stuff for us to play. And that's the objective. Does that make sense? I know that's a bit of a waffle and that's probably a bit long, but that's my reason for being here. So I will take the flak, because I said I wasn't coming back, and I was very sincere because I didn't see any need for me to be around. But I do see a need for me to be around now, and I'm not trying to big myself up too much here, but I'm just trying to say, look, I will do what I can because this is a great game. The game has made huge communities. The game has made massive differences to people. It's a positive thing, and I wouldn't want to see it fizzle out. You know, if I could do anything about it, that's my objective. Does that make sense? that's my objective. So what's this stream going to be? Right now, I'm going to do a playthrough. Okay, I'm going to do a playthrough from scratch. I have zapped one of my saves, and we're going to start right from the beginning. That's one thing that we're going to do. I do want to delve into, for the benefit of those who perhaps don't know about some of the stuff in Elite Dangerous, in terms of, you know, what it's like starting at the beginning, what's the game like overall, what are the things you can do, all that stuff we can go and do. There will be opportunities for mass hyperspace jumps. There will be, you know, in-game together shenanigans. We may not get them today, I'm afraid, because I've got lots of stuff to go through. But the intention will be for a playthrough, in-game shenanigans, you know, the stuff I've done, mass jumps with dodgy MIDI files, all of that to come, right? Okay, all of that to come. We will do those sort of things. This will be a regular Thursday slot at this time to do things, okay? So what I also want to do is, you know, GalNet is still happening, right? So there's an opportunity to do some GalNet-y stuff. Let's pick out the details of GalNet, let's discuss it, let's find out what's going on. Let's encourage Fdev to write more GalNet-y content that we can pick apart and you know, use over and all that kind of stuff. There will be a player group for this. I suggest, because it's already quite well known, we use the Drew Wagar, I can't even say my own name, the Drew Wagar private group. Okay, so because it's got loads of players. So if you search for Drew Wagar private group, that will allow me to add you all in over time. So that's a thing. It will be in the Odyssey game. I think it's important. Now, I was not, okay. There is plenty of evidence to this online. I was not a big fan of Odyssey. I didn't like the direction it went. I didn't like the way it was implemented. I didn't like the way that the player base was treated over the way it was introduced. And I didn't like what happened to console. I thought all those were very, very bad things. But, my friends, it's history. We can't change it. It is what it is. We have to accept it. We have to move on. So yes, I have bought, believe it or not, I've bought 2 copies of Odyssey. So I've done my bit. I feel in pumping up Fdev's coffers. I have bought 2 copies of Odyssey. So I've got 3 accounts. All of my accounts are now Odyssey enabled, and we will use the Odyssey live environment for gaming. Okay, you know, because that's where any changes are going to occur anyway, and that's what we kind of need to support, if that makes sense. So so that's, yeah, I want to dive into GalNet. I want to dive into the lore. I want to feature stuff from the community as well. And a little note on that is that you know, the official Twitch streams and the famous YouTubers who do all these things, you know, will have their stuff that they do. If you've ever been missed out, so this is an appeal to people who are content creators in Elite Dangerous. If you feel you've been missed out by the kind of official streams or the most popular streamers of Elite Dangerous, I'd like to give you a shout. I've picked up a couple already this evening for this evening's show, but I'd like to help promote some of the content that doesn't necessarily get visualized. I'd like to go through and show some of the third-party tools and demonstrate those live on stream, just to show everybody that this stuff is available, because there's been some amazing work over the years in providing tools that allow us to, dare I say it, play the game properly, because you can't do it inside the game. So yeah, so there's lots of things like that. I want to do the gameplay playthrough. We'll get to that. And I also want to come up with, and this is perhaps tiny little bit tongue-in-cheek, but I'd like to come up with an Fdev wish list that we could basically show on screen and say, look, here are some at least pragmatic ideas for Fdev to consider. And they need to be cheap, they need to be easy, and they need to be quick, okay? So not massive amounts of coding, right? Not massive amounts of artifacts, not massive amounts of development. What can we come up with as a community which is quick, cheap, and fast? Okay, so yeah. Will it work? I have no idea, but I don't want to not try. Does that make sense? There's a lot of smart people out there. There's a lot of very, very talented community people. You know, the fans are very, very strong. This game has an amazing fan base. Okay, we can ride out this rough spot, I feel. And, you know, from my perspective, kind of, yeah, almost apologies for not being around for the last 2 years, because I kind of felt I was done. I felt I'd done everything I could do, and Elite was in a reasonable place. I didn't particularly like where it had gone, but, you know, thousands and thousands of people were still playing it, so, you know, so what? You know, I know Steam charts is a swear phrase, but I've looked at the Steam charts over, you know, I popped them up in the last few weeks, and I mean, yeah, the numbers are dropping. Now, I know the numbers themselves aren't necessarily accurate, but the sense of people leaving the game, right, is, you know, is palpable, I think, and I think we need to try and stop that. Because there's a lot to love about this game, lot for it still to offer, and I think Fdev needs to be encouraged to invest in it. That is my objective. Okay, so does that make sense? Now, just for a bit of amusement, before I get on to the next bit, when I announced on Twitter, I said, "Hey, Drew's back." There were a few negative voices, shall we say. and there was an entire Reddit thread which is always amusing, and I didn't contribute to it, but I did go and have a look at it, and I did have a chuckle about it. And to be fair, some of the comments are fair, and I've picked out a few of them just for your delectation and delight. I won't name them by name because that would be unfair, but I'm going to quote some of the things that were said just because it's funny. Ninja Space Unicorn is here. Give Ninja Space Unicorn a big welcome and a round of applause, because it's partly her fault. In fact, it's a lot of her fault that I'm here. Okay, so there we go. But one of my favourite quotes: "He left before and came back, and he's come back again, and he'll do it again. It's like Battlestar Galactica, just not as good." Which I thought was A, fair, and B, actually quite good. So so say we all, is all I can say to that. The next comment was, because the title of this Reddit thread was Drew Wagar is back, what does everyone think, or something like that. The next comment was, "Who?" To which I was like, very sad face, sad panda. And then, "I don't imagine anyone cares," also sad face. The next one I thought was actually a compliment, and then I reread it again, and I'm not sure it is. Which was, "His law streams really helped with my insomnia." Like, okay. No, I think that's an insult. The next one was a classy one, which was, "Whoopie doo, his unwarranted sense of self-importance always gets on my wick." To which all I can say is, sorry. And then the next one actually was a bit alarming. It's basically him leaving over a year ago. Actually, it was 2 years ago, but him leaving over a year ago added to the decline of Elite after Odyssey. So it's actually my fault. It's like, really? So on the one hand, it's like nobody cares. On the other hand, it's my fault that Elite's gone downhill. That's probably overstating it a bit, I think. He'll be brabbling about the same old stuff without saying anything at all. Well, that's probably fair as well, although we don't use the word brabbling. I don't know what brabbling means. I quite like brabbling, but I don't think it's a real word, so I'm going to go for waffle, okay? He'll be waffling on about the same old stuff without saying anything at all. That is fair. I do quite a lot of that, but we will get past it, I assure you, my friends. Everything he's put out is unofficial, basically self-published fanfic, otherwise known as the Druniverse. Pinching that. The Druniverse. I'm going to do a whole big intro called the Druniverse, I think. He's only back for the views and he's run out of money. I don't stream for the money, I assure you. If I was Obsidian Ant, I think that might be an accusation you could level at me. But I've worked out that I've got about 1/100th the following of Obsidian Ant. And fair play to Obsidian Ant. He's done very well out of his YouTube streaming, and I think he's the only person I've ever met in real life who's actually doing YouTube full time as a job, which I don't do. But if he's got enough money from YouTube to earn a living every month, and I've got 1/100th of his of his views, and that's probably optimistic. I probably earn enough from, therefore, Twitch, YouTube, and everything else that I do to last about 3 hours a month, which doesn't work. So it's not a problem. Yeah, let me assure you, it's not a problem. So there you go. Anyway, so funny quotes from the community, and to be fair, some of them, if fair, I did say I wasn't going to be coming back, and I'm back. But I hope I'm back for reasons that make sense and are at least reasonably worthy. Okay, I am not a perfect individual. All right. Some of you may be surprised to know that. My wife isn't, but some. I am not a perfect individual. Okay, I do things. I get things wrong. I make mistakes. What can I say? But I'm here now, and what I want to do is encourage everybody. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's see what we can do. So there we go. And I'm back for other reasons, nothing to do with the YouTube call, indeed. So yeah, so I quite like the idea of the Dreamverse. I think I'm going to pitch that. So there we go. Right, let's do it now. The first kind of the first thing that I wanted to do, let's get stuck into a bit of GalNet together, because I mean, GalNet is the story. So I've got flashy buttons for this. Ready? Are you ready for this? Because a lot of, I haven't. Here we go. You were impressed, weren't you? I can tell. I've got special things for doing things. Buttons to press. I've tried to be organised so that I don't have the problems with mics and things switching on and off. So I've tried to, I haven't spent any money, but I've spent a bit of time and effort, okay, trying to sort out the stream and make it look even vaguely professional. Right, so here we go. Right, so what has been happening on GalNet? Now, I must admit, I have been reading a bit of this, and so let's go back to the beginning of January, which I think is there. Now, there was obviously we're in the midst of the Thargoid War, which actually I'm going to have to find out about, because I don't know exactly what's happened. I've been doing a bit of research, but what seems to have happened on GalNet? So, a very short history. Thargoids have invaded. Okay, so there were. Salvation set off his bomb thing, okay, his super weapon. Predictably, that didn't work. Big explosion. Everybody died. Very sad. So, is he dead? We don't know. He might be, right? So since then, the Stargoids appeared, which turned into these nebula things, and inside the nebula there's some Titans, and human captives have been slurped aboard the Titans, and possibly weird experiments done on them, very 1960s UFO style. And as a result of that, then the what they call barnacle growth things, there's barnacle somethings were appearing on the planets, and then they turned into spires, and we're not quite sure what the spires are for either. So we've been trying to fight back the Titans, and we've had some limited success at that recently, from what I understand. But we've also recovered a bunch of matrix. That was it. Thanks, Andy Pipkin. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but it's going bzzz. And basically we've recovered, and I think it's thanks to you guys who are playing the game. That we have recovered humans from the Titans, and they're kind of being rehabilitated. But what, of course, we don't know is, what did the Thargoids do to them during captivity? I mean, did they just have a chat and a nice cup of tea, or did they do weird Thargoidy experiments on them? We don't know, right? We don't know. We haven't been told. So the Federation and the Empire, more on the big superpowers at some point in the future on the law, but the Federation and the Empire have basically said, anybody coming back from there, I think we're going to keep them in isolation for the time being and just keep them under observation in case weird shit goes down, basically. Which I think is extremely sensible. These guys have obviously watched space games in the past, or space science fiction films, and gone, that's something bad is going to happen, right? But for some strange reason, okay, the Alliance has decided, no, it'll be fine, right? Just let them out into the general population. It'll be okay. There's nothing to worry about, okay? Was there probing? Pretty sure there was, okay? What we haven't really heard from the people coming back, unless I've missed it in GalNet, any kind of any kind of abductee accounts of what actually happened, right? So now there's been some speculation, and I think it's quite possibly reasonable speculation that what this means is that we're going to get a bunch of sort of human-infested zombie Thargoid multi-hybrid type things suddenly cropping up. That seems entirely likely to me. So, and obviously from a sort of development perspective, that would be quite a cheap way of introducing new content into the game. You know, because you could basically just go around shooting Thargoid human drone things, right? So I suspect that is quite likely. So there we go. Anyway, so GalNet is basically telling us here, the Empire continues protective sanctuary, in quotes, for abductees. And Emperor Arissa Lavigny de Val, good to see that she's still the Empress, actually. Why is she an Emperor? Never understood that, but anyway, Emperor Arissa. So any Imperial citizens will remain in quarantine indefinitely. So that's quite interesting. Every subject of the Empire was abducted by Thargoids is receiving the highest possible quality of treatment and support. The Emperor has ordered they will be given exemplary medical and psychological care for as long as they remain in medical isolation. The security of our society is paramount. And da-da-da-da-da. So the Imperial Herald's political journalist Cassia Cavalho analysed the ramifications. You know, this issue crosses all borders. The Alliance's decision to allow him to return home has prompted Her Majesty to insist that keeping him in isolation is for the greater good. So actually, I'm totally in agreement with the Empire here. I mean, you all know probably that I'm an Empire man anyway. Interesting enough, Princess Aisling Duval, she's still going around, sought a personal audience with the Emperor, hoping to convince her to lift the quarantine. I'm told that this was refused in no uncertain terms, coupled with the suggestion that the princess should focus her attention on her aegis assignment. Slap. That's actually, I like that. Whoever wrote this, thumbs up in the writing department of Frontier, whoever wrote this particular article, because that is a good bit of writing. And I speak as somebody who knows a little bit about writing. Okay, so yeah. A bit of a slap put down for Aisling Duval from Arissa, which is quite good. The Imperial Palace has also responded to Kamadnu Medipure, who has called for abductees to be relocated to deep space and possibly euthanized. Seems a bit extreme, but there we go. The company was thanked for its robust proposals, but instructed to leave such considerations to the Senate. So yeah, that does seem a little bit extreme. So that's a good article. I quite enjoyed reading that. That was quite good fun. So that's the situation as the year starts. So as 3310 begins, we have Thargoid abductees returned, and we're trying to figure out what to do with them. Okay, so that's the thing. What else is going on? Sirius CEO faces assembly inquiry. Now, Sirius, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, but for those of you who don't know, Sirius Corporation, they're pretty serious, right? Sorry. I need a emoji, actually. Commander Covered It has gone there as well. Lee Yong-ri, CEO of Sirius Corporation, has addressed the Alliance Assembly as part of his informal inquiry into the Defence Act, blah, 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 blah. Now, these guys, Sirius, are the people who mass produce hyperspace tech, right? They are a very, very dodgy outfit indeed. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with the law, anything Sirius says should not be taken seriously. Sorry. Anyway, they're highlighting lack of military support provided by the Megacorp against the Thargoids. Okay, so Sirius is in it for the money. Okay, that's what the Sirius Corporation is all about. They've encountered many obstacles along the way, which has severely undermined our progress. Okay, so lots of bureaucracy in the Sirius Corporation aimed at delaying the deployment of anti-Xeno weapons. So that's quite interesting. So basically, this is a kind of kick up the arse of Sirius, try and get them to do what they're supposed to be doing. The inquiry led to the strategic event is expected to conduct more interviews with both Sirius. Okay, so they're there's a bit of angst going on. May I remind the Honourable Council of their recent failed endeavour in the Tier-Nisla system. Good to see the Tier-Nisla system getting some recognition there. Prove the Alliance doesn't depend on Sirius. While the Alliance is a powerful entity with considerable resources, the lack of engagement in Kane's campaign suggests Sirius involvement remains vital. Okay, so these big corporations are effectively bankrolling the anti-Zeno initiative to a certain degree. So the Alliance is basically in bed with the Sirius Corporation, which is a bad place to be, okay? So not good news for the Alliance at all. And then Zemina Torval returns to the Senate. So the Imperial Senate has formally welcomed back Senator Zemina Torval following an absence of several months. Okay, so she was supposed to be ill, but a short respite. Torval Mining has been transferred to my elder daughter. So she's transferred ownership of the mining organisation to her daughter, and now she's going to be working in the Senate. And she's 132 years old. Okay, that's interesting. During her decades of service, she's made many enemies, all of whom must have been deeply irritated to see her return. It's a bit like me, actually, except I'm not 132. The reason she avoided retirement could be that Chancellor Anders Blaine is considering taking that route for himself, due to her seniority, as it has been temporarily disputed. So there's a little bit of angst going on in, okay, yeah, she inhales progenitor cells to keep her alive, yeah. 132, it's not bad actually, is it? That's certainly better than I'm doing. So a bit of angst in the Empire as ever, a bit of political shuffling, and then as things progress, we will continue on with machinations in GalNet. Sometimes there are clues in here, sometimes there are things worth tracking, so it's always worth having a little bit of a gander through GalNet, shall we say. Dun, 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 there we go. Right, on to the next part of the stream, which is... I've got a thing. Are you ready? Brace yourselves for more special effects, because it's time for the lore. Okay, so... what I want to use this section of the stream... There is a theme. Well spotted there, Commander Mere Model. You're very impressed at spotting that. I'll have to do the breathy sigh, yes, as we get into the lore. Now, what I want to use this section for is to delve in on a topic per week. Now, I'm quite happy to be guided by you guys. Now, what I'll probably do, rather than try and grab it on the stream at the moment, because that's quite difficult to do because it all shoots off so fast, what I will try and do is, if you type in, look how high tech I've gone, right? If you type into Discord chat, into the chat, pling Discord like this, there we go, it will tell you, I hope, there you go, look, Drew's Discord is here. So you can join my Discord. Now what I'm going to do is I'll set up a lore questions channel, and what I'd like to use the lore lexicon piece of the stream for is if there's a piece of lore which basically says, everyone says, we want to know about this, then I will attempt to do the research and cover that area for you. I am also, as you may have seen on YouTube, yeah, everyone's doing it now. Everyone's joining. Yeah, welcome. There are some moderators on there, so I'm going to put them into a serious problem soon. But there we go. We'll figure that one out as we go. I am putting together my lore videos now. If you type now, and this is where it gets even more impressive. Well, at least I think it is. If you do pling lore, dun dun dun, it should say Drew's lore videos are here. So all of my previous lore videos that I have done on big topics. So, the timeline, the primer, the background details, the Thargoids, the Guardians, everything like that. Okay, there is a playlist there which will take you through to everything I've done before. I am going to be releasing a new lore video. Good try, Andy Pipkin. Not that stupid. Okay. It's a very good try, though. It was a very good. So there's a bunch of lore videos there. If you haven't seen them, go knock yourself out of them. They're short. They're not waffly. Okay, so they're not like this. Not like this stream, right? Look awards. They are focused. So my YouTube channel is very focused on just giving you the facts as far as I can identify them. Okay. Now they're not the Druniverse. Okay. They are based on stuff that I know that I used for the creation of the books, which is all official canon lore. Other stuff that I've referenced through the game. So my lore videos should be about as close as you can get to documented lore, okay, about Elite Dangerous. That was always my intention with those lore videos. If you are also interested in the history of Elite Dangerous, there is, look at that, there's another playlist there, right? Okay, Drew's history video. So you can go straight to those. I will be adding a lore or a history video every week. They will come out on Tuesday evenings. And the idea being that, you can go and research a topic in specific detail. However, if there's a more esoteric lore topic or something kind of just a bit, what about the thing? And what about this? What about that? I will find a way in the Discord that you can basically say, well, write down, please talk about this, Drew, in the lore stuff. Okay. So I will do my best to go research that thing and come back and we'll talk about it in this bit of the stream. Okay. So that's... That's what that bit of the stream is all about. Does that make sense? Fingers crossed. So you can go and find those any times by typing Pling Lore or Pling History. Space T, that would be good. I haven't got that one working. What else? I've got some other Pling commands, but I've forgotten what they are. But anyway, we'll find out those. So if you want to join me in game, and I'm afraid today we probably won't get to it, but if you want to join me in game, friend me in Elite under the name Commander Drew Wagar. That's my name, right? Just find me in there. There is a private group. It did have about 1,700 people in it. So join that, and you will be able to join us in game for in space shenanigans as we get to it, right? Okay, so we'll do that. Commander Drew Wagar, that's exactly right. So yeah, join us there. Ship Interiors, wishfulthinking.com. If you don't want to join, that's fine. Just play around. You can join in with whatever we're doing. But that's where we tend to congregate in game for those kind of things. So that's that bit. Right, onwards to the next bit, which is community comms. As you can see, no expense spared. The MIDI is extremely strong. I did all these little MIDI things myself. There, at least most of them. Some of them are pitch, but there we go. Is the next transition colour yellow? Well, now, did you know? How did you know? So anyway, hopefully she's still around. So no expense spent, exactly. Very professional. I do my best. I have tried. Let's put it that way. Ninja Space Unicorn, and hopefully she's still in the chat. So if she is, say hi again, because again this is all your fault. So you have to shoulder the blame, I'm afraid, my dear. And Big Boo, is Big Boo in the chat as well? Because he needs to be here as well. Now, what they did, now you probably saw it on Ninja Space Unicorn stream, and if you haven't seen it, you can go back and watch it again, I assume via Twitch or via YouTube. She basically did a rerun of the whole Salome Premonition arc, and she did so assisted by Big Boo, who, or John Baker, as you can see his name is in the... in the URL, and he has written up for your delectation and delight a kind of follow the clues version of the entire Formidine Rift quest, which is something he did, and basically asked me to go and check it, and I went, you've done a fantastic job, well done. I couldn't have done that myself. So if you have never done this particular quest inside Elite Dangerous, which is obviously about 7 years old in terms of this timeline, but it's a good thing if you do want to do it. You can follow it along using this little website that Big Boo's put together, and basically you just follow it until you see Right on Commander. You click that and it takes you to the next chapter, which you need to go and do some things. So it tells you exactly what you need to do, and then you can go and explore it and find out for it yourself. So well done to Ninja, and well done to Big B for putting that all together. So it's quite a good thing. I'll just stick the links in there so anybody who wants to can click on it and go and find it. So that's a great thing. So thanks guys, A, for doing that, B, for running that. I hope you enjoyed the story, and you can go and follow that sort of stuff up as well. So that's really, really cool. The other thing that I spotted this week, and I was very, very impressed with it, is this video. I'll show you just the first part because I don't want to pinch his views, if that makes sense. Or her, I don't know. It could be his or her. But a video by Araxis Animus, which is called We Are Elite. Now, it's interesting. There's been a few videos, sort of cinematic videos of Elite launched in 2024, which I think is a bit of a groundswell of activity coming back from the players. We do not want this game to die. Right, okay, so this is a very, very cool video. I'm not going to play all of it because I want you to go and watch it yourselves, because that'll boost Araxis's YouTube channel. So I'll give you the link. If you pop it up in your browser tab and go and watch it offline, that will do him a lot more good than if I just show you the entire thing on here. But I'll play you the first sort of few moments of it just to sort of whet your appetite, and then please go and click the link and go off and watch it himself. You know, this is an entirely fan-made video. It's it's better than the official stuff, dare I say it. Which I think is a credit to the community, really. Just shows what we can all do when we get our acts together, and I think if we can all be pointing in the same direction, you know, it's good. So there. I don't want to spoil it too much more for you because it's very, very good. Okay, so please go and click the link, and then that will drive you to Araxis Animus's site. He needs. I mean, the poor guy. Look, he's got 478 subscribers. Right. That's not acceptable. Sort that out, everybody. This video was picked up. I saw it on the Elite Dangerous official Twitter. Okay, and it's, you know, they retweeted it, which is good. Okay, you know, it's had nearly 10k views, which isn't bad, right? But it should be getting more videos. It should be getting more views than that from the Elite Dangerous community. Okay, so let's, you know, do what you can for Araxis Animus, and if Araxis, if you're about, you know, if you watch the stream, get in contact with me. I mean, you should be able to find a way of getting through. I'd love to have a chat with you about the video. So that's quite good as well. I know that Commander Bird did one as well. I haven't seen that one yet, but yeah, his content is always very photogenic as well. He's got some very, very good, skills. I think he and his wife do the video photography together, which is actually a very neat way of doing it. So yeah, some good stuff there. So you know, Commander Bird's got some good content as well, which is good. So lots of good stuff. And again, for you guys, if you are out there and you're producing good quality Elite Dangerous content, but you're just not getting any recognition, either officially or just because it's hard to be seen because of the size of the internet, jump into Discord, say, I'm here, I'll do this, and I'll go through it and see what I can feature in the community section of the stream. That's what it's all about. Okay, so there we go. Right, so my friends, oh, Commander Rini does the captures for the burpee. Okay, so I knew it was a team effort, so that's quite good. So really, really cool. Right, it is probably time. It is probably time, my friends, for me to actually let's fire up the game. Drew, I've not played Odyssey from scratch. In fact, I haven't really played Odyssey much at all, other than testing it early on the day. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing what it's like from the beginning. So let's see what it's doing. So with no further ado, well, there will be a little bit further ado because I've got pressing buttons, but let me get Elite Dangerous to fire up, and let's go the plane. So which system I start? Well, I don't know. Where do I start? I don't even know where it starts at all. When it's a new save. So here we go. Let's try it. Anyway, so I've got you know, somebody said, is the next stream color going to be yellow? Well, my friends, I can now reveal the next stream color is dun dun dun. Does it work? I'm waiting for game capture to catch up. Yay, there it goes. Right. Bum, bum, bum. I have deleted my save on this account. I have bought a copy of Odyssey, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You know, we said no expense spent. I have spent some expenses. I've now okay, so I've got to generate a person. Shall I? Let's go with the chat. Shall I be male or female this time? Please create Maru. I could create Maru, and then bad things could happen to him. That's not a bad idea, actually. So yeah, male. Right, I could try Maru. He's kind of going to have longish hair, skin type, age. He's going to be quite young. Yeah, let's just scroll through the presets and see if I can get something that looks a bit like him in my... I could be a space bird. That's quite Maru-ish, actually. He looks like a kind of gung-ho kind of space type, doesn't he? Hair. Black fringe. What other fringes have we got? Kind of... I quite like the... Oh, no, not hair. That looks like me. Where's the one we had just a moment ago? I quite like the fringy one, actually. Oh no, how about the ponytail? Yeah, let's go with the ponytail. Actually, no, it doesn't look as good. Let's stick with whatever. That looks quite good. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's not really a space game, is it? A Salome call. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, Elite Dangerous from France. Bonjour, mes amis. Actually, it's not bonjour, is it? What time of day is it? My French is je parle le français un petit peu, n'est-ce pas? Bonsoir, that's the word I'm looking for. Bonsoir. There we go. First time chat from Nero. Thank you very much for that. Yes. Yeah. So I think that'll do. He kind of looks a bit Maru-ish. Yeah. For those of you who don't know who we're talking about, Maru is a character for one of my other books. Or bad things always happen to him. But anyway, welcome to Elite Dangerous. Is that how I pronounce that? We will feature you in an upcoming stream as well, I think, my friends, because you've done some very, very, very cool lore stuff, which I do want to promote as well, because you've done some amazing things, and you're not getting the recognition for what you've done either, as far as I'm concerned. So I think you guys have got some really, 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 really cool stuff, which I was very impressed with when I had a zap for your website. So I do want to feature in the future too. So yes, stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned, mes amis, should I say? Sorry, mes amis. Apologise profusely for my extremely bad French accent. We're not all, I'm assuming we're not all that far away, because I live in Kent in the UK, which is only about 8 miles from the coast, so I could well be closer to you than many of the other commanders are watching the stream, ironically, but there we go. So yeah, how do I pronounce Salome? I pronounce it Salome. That's how I pronounce it. So there we go. Right. So I don't think I've got any stuff because I won't have. Anyway, that's kind of good enough. My commander name. This was my Sassio account. So I'm going to go. His name is going to be Maru Farstone. Let's go with that. That's his name. Right. Are we ready? Here we go. Right. So I guess I start. Wouldn't it be that close if we moved to Jockland? Yeah, I know. I will get to Scotland, but I just don't know when. Okay, so insert disc 2. I could probably do that. Actually, no, I haven't got a floppy disk drive. Right, so it's kind of a spacey kind of a name. Anyway, there we go. Right, Drew pronounces it sausage. Steady. Right, okay. What happens? Oh, we get a cutscene. BD02. Never heard of it. Planet Fascia. Briscoe's Legacy. Oh, is this the tutorial? Excitement intensifies. Oh. Okay, so it actually jumps you straight into the on-foot experience. Okay.
This is it, soldier. Your last assignment before moving on to bigger and better things. I'm guessing your head is up in the stars already, but you've got to stay focused for me. You're a short jog from the enemy settlement. Had to drop you far enough to avoid their defense systems. The terrain should keep your approach
Okay, so we're dropped on the planet, thin atmosphere, which is quite nice. So we get some of the eye candy. Little Cobra Mark III dropped us off. That's nice. And here we are on the landscape. Okay. Now, full disclosure, my PC, because I can buy stuff through my little company that I run for my own other stuff, I have been able to buy a pretty decent PC this time round. So I am running this on an i9 with, I think, 64 gigabytes of RAM. And a GTX 4090, which I understand to be about entry-level specs for playing Odyssey, right? So I'm not anticipating any just under any lag. Fingers crossed. So, but yeah, I'm afraid your mileage may vary, but I don't know. Where did we get to? I mean, you can tell me in the chat. Where did we get to with the performance improvements with Odyssey? Because it was on my previous rig, it was diabolical. It just would not work. I couldn't stream it. It was awful. But it seems to have been fine ever since. So there we go. And I'm only playing the game in 1080 because that's what I'm streaming in. There doesn't seem to be any point in running at a higher res when I'm streaming at that thing. So there we go. Anyway, I've been dropped off and I've been told to approach the military outpost. So I'm guessing that's over. That's over the hill. So. Bit like me. And I think I've also locked it at 60 frames per second because again I'm streaming at 60 frames per second, and there's no point pushing it any harder. So there we go. So significantly better than launch. There are some settlement layouts that are poorly optimized though. Okay, right. Okay. Oh no, a bit of music as I come over the rise. That's quite nicely timed. Okay, so there is the settlement. Oh, and there's a crater. Oh, look at that. I'll go. Okay. Nice crater.
You'll need to access the command center data port. The security will give you a warm welcome if they spot you, though.
Okay, so that's bad.
But nothing a pro like you can't handle.
I'm not a pro. I'm totally brand new at this. Lethal force is authorised if things turn sour, which obviously they will then. Okay. Okay, so there's a crashed ship here. Do I need to do anything with that? I'm the 5th pro today. Oh, that's an eagle, isn't it? It's an eagle, isn't it? Okay, so that's a crashed eagle. Presumably there's not much I can do with that. Okay. So, right, okay, so over the next hill. Can I run? I can. Oh yeah, with the hands. I'm sure I don't run with my hands like that, but there we go. I am definitely not a pro, so I don't know where he's got that idea from. So if this is present day, am I supposed to have some sort of background in something? Because he's talking to me like I've done this before, which obviously I haven't.
Oh crap. Looks like we're late to the party. Someone's knocked the settlement offline.
Okay.
A real number on the place too. I'm seeing a few bodies. High temps in a couple of buildings, probably fires. Alright. Without power, things are a little more complicated. You need to get the settlement back online before we can extract the mission data.
Have I got a gun? Oh, I have. Excellent. What's that? That's a... Okay, those are all my things. Right, let's stick with the gun then. Kamakishi, no, I must head out for work now. Must bid adieu. But anyway, I will be uploading all these streams to YouTube afterwards for anybody who misses anything. So I have to wait a day for that, I'm afraid, because of Twitch regulations. You know, try not to annoy them, because that would be quite good, or quite bad rather. But God, that slows you down. How do I put the gun away again? Holster H? No. Does anybody know? Yeah. You. Ah, brilliant. Thank you. Okay, so find an SRV in the storage. Okay, so Insight is the UI. Okay, that's all makes kind of sense. I like the fact that there's a scanner there, which is sort of reminiscent of the spaceship, which is quite good. Oh, Twitch change. I think you can multi-stream now. I might try that at some point. We'll see how that works. Take care, Kamakichi. Good to see you. Thank you very much for popping into the stream. Right, let's get up here.
What are you? Must have been trying to break in.
Oh, yeah. that was one of these. Do I just point and shoot? Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Get inside the building.
I've got a torch here. Oh, there's the SRV.
Perfect. There should be an SRV parked in here.
There is.
Scarab model.
Ah, a scarab. Oh, okay, so can confirm 24-hour exclusivity is gone. Excellent. Okay, well, in that case, I can load up straight away. That was the last time I checked that.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a panel under the cabin you need to open with your arc cutter. That's where the power regulator is fitted. Use it to bring the settlement back online. Right there. Carve that sucker open, soldier.
Carve that sucker open, soldier. It's just really funny hearing a British accent saying Americanisms.
Grab your arc cutter. The scarab won't break it.
Wait. Game's getting... No, that's not right. Where's my arc cutter? Oh, there we are. Right. It's like English people trying to say kick some ass. We can't do it. It's impossible for a British person to say kick some ass and sound cool. We just can't do it. Okay, because we always say kick some ass. Ooh. Okay, this is quite cool.
We have a winner. Take the regulator. You've got a better use for it.
Okay, so I press E to interact. Okay, well, this works quite well. Take E. Yeah. Can I close it again? Right. Okay, so I've got a power
We don't know
regulator.
what state the other buildings are in. Let's grab some energy cells while we're here. There should be a dispenser by the airlock on the other side of the building.
There should be a dispenser by the airlock on the other side of the building. So do I go outside or do I go through the building? So yeah, so I'm playing a kind of marine or something at the moment, aren't I? So is that the airlock? How do I know where to go?
Leaving pressurized environment.
Charge the port to the left of the airlock. Since you're inside the building, the airlock will open
over
right
there.
up.
Right.
Energy transfer complete.
Okay, so that opens the airlock. Yeah, I think wet behind the ears.
Yard. Look sharp.
So where's this power buildings? Bring the regular. I'm already a bit lost. How do I know where to go? Elite in 7 words. Okay, so I'm following.
Yes, there was a hard fight here once the
Yeah, look, everybody is dead, Dave. Everyone is dead, Dave.
power means no data to steal.
Okay, so far so good. Right, so how do I get into this building?
You'll have to break into the power building too.
Okay,
Now open the maintenance panel.
using the same thing as before, presumably. Which is that one? No, that one. No, that one. Blimey, how much equipment am I carrying? It's like I've got a gun in that hand. Another thing, I don't know what that thing is. The energy thing. A profile analyzer. I haven't used that yet. And a massive heavy. What looks like. That's a lot of stuff, right? Okay, so I've got to cut this. This is quite good. I like this. I also like the way the mouse sort of tucks itself to the edge of the screen. That's quite useful because otherwise you'd never get this done properly, would you? Did I not do it properly? Or maybe I didn't. I feel like I'm unwelding the panel. It's like welding but in reverse. Ah, there we go.
Now, charge the mechanism, like last time. Unless the team here made notes by hand, you're going to need the power on to grab the mission data.
Okay, makes sense.
Energy transfer complete.
Right.
Yeah, I figured as much. There's an authorization check on this entrance.
Ah,
May as well use the energy link to overcharge the panel.
okay, so set R to your energy link to. Oh, so you can overload things. Alright, so what do I shoot at? Just shoot at that and then just. Short circuit it. Excellent. Okay.
We're in a hurry. Get inside the building.
Right. God, look, you used the swear word in the Elite Dangerous dialogue. Hey, Dodge.
Just lock the power regulator in place.
Okay, so the power regulator goes in
Just
there.
lock everything inside.
What the hell does that mean? Transfer all from Maverick suit. Confirm item transfer. Ah, okay.
I've marked the console on your insight.
Inside. Oh, this must be the console here then. Oh, there's another dead person. Okay. Right.
Of course, there's an authority check.
Right.
Okay, you're going to need security clearance from one of the nearby bodies. Feigning authority is another illegal move, but I'll make sure you're covered in the mission report. Equip your profile analyzer. Make sure you're in the profile cloning mode.
There's a lot to learn, isn't
The
there?
bodies nearby. Grim job, but
What I've got to do, I've got to steal an identity. Right, scan the bodies with what? The scanny thing? That thing, presumably. Okay, so scan the dead body. Okay. Oh, you've got level 3. Will that do?
No bounty detected.
Okay. Oh, I've got to clone it. How do I clone it? Do I have to? Is it R? Switch mode? Ah, there we go. Right. Okay, so this is illegal. Oh, it's got a little wobble.
Security profile cloned.
it's working.
Okay.
Grab the
So,
security profile to your
information security in the Elite Dangerous universe is not in great shape.
bring the settlement back online.
Okay, so put that away, and now I can do this. Use the power center console to engage the regulator. I feel like the cat on Red Dwarf. I was with you all the way up to Simply. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's up there. Right, interact. Okay, stuff is happening. Somebody is surely going to notice the power's coming back on, right?
Keep in mind that the people who attack this place will probably notice when the power goes back on. Stay frosty, yeah?
Stay frosty. Okay, so the energy's back. Oh, look at the energy thing. That looks like a
The recharge socket on
nuclear
the top of your battery if you need.
fusion generator. I wonder if it's fusion powered. Anyway, enough of that for now. Right, okay, hurry up, all the dropships. Right, I should charge your battery. I should. There's a charging point over there. Oh, is that what that is? Okay. I've just stepped over the dead body. Suit recharge socket. How do I do that?
Suit recharging.
Ah, cunning. That's quite useful to know.
Suit fully charged.
Right, okay. Right, now what I've got to do.
Collect the mission data.
Right,
Power's on,
Okay.
and new authority level means easy access.
cool.
Head back outside.
Head back outside. I can do that.
The
And
NOC data is still here. It'll be in the command center. I've set a marker.
that's over there. Right. Oh yeah, it says command on the outside. Okay.
Not sure who it belongs to. I'll keep an eye on it. Power's on and you've got the right authority level. The command
Oh, it's on
center
fire.
will open right up.
That doesn't look good.
Advise the raiders to keep the place warm for you. You're going to want to put those fires out.
Yep.
Since nobody's around, you may as well flush the atmosphere. Use
Okay.
the atmospheric control to purge the building.
Cool.
Entering pressurized environment.
Okay, isn't that what this does? So there's a handy button I can press just to purge the atmosphere. There's no security check if I just press it. By the way, everybody, the atmosphere's going. What was that?
Now repressurize the building so you can breathe again.
Don't worry. It's coming back. Okay, so
Should be safe to proceed.
baddies,
Locate the data port.
baddies are incoming. Locate the data port. Okay, by doing what? Interesting enough, whatever was fueling the fires has also gone out. So, I don't know what the fires were burning. How do I locate the data port? Did I miss something in the... It's not a happy party without a happy atmosphere here. Where do I go? Use the radar on the top of the screen. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a data port, but what does a data port look like? Check your compass. Oh, okay. Oh, that thing. Oh, 14 meter. Oh, that thing. Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm not reading the HUD properly. Okay, so that looks to me like it's upstairs. Yep. And it's...
Access the terminal ahead.
Oh.
Let's see what we can see.
Oh, okay. Right, terminal. Oh, these are the same things that are in the thingamajigs.
Status messages,
Yeah.
resident details, key objects.
Okay.
Everything you could need to navigate a settlement will seem to be working.
I can get the staff list without any credentials. I suppose it has to be a game, right? Right, how do I... Oh, that's on... That's not... There are no staff members present. Okay. What am I looking for? Use the terminal to locate the data port. Is that in here somewhere? Highlight a room, power center, warehouse, habitat, buildings. I wasn't listening to what he told me to do. Check a movement detector. There, it's at the room. Foyer. Oh, okay, here's a list. So I'm looking for a data port. Lockers. Grenade case. Ooh. Command data port 1. Would that be it?
Right there. That's the data port.
That is. Nice. Okay. Okay, so I've just got to get over there. So there's a corridor here.
The incoming ship belongs to the group that attacked this place. We'll be here soon. Pick up the pace, soldier. Get to that data port.
Oh, I'm here. Now this is where this is where we discover you've brought the wrong cables, Drew. Right, so download data, I guess. Knock data, non-official.
Data is still here.
Download to your drive.
Swing around to pick you up.
Add to download this. This is it's just like using a browser. Downloading is an illegal action.
Downloading data.
Okay, so how much data is there? So this is basically just plugging a USB stick.
Take a look out your window. See him?
Ooh, there's a ship coming in. This isn't good news, I'm guessing. What ship is that? Oh, it's a Diamondback. Oh, let's drop some peoples.
You've got hostiles touching down. Now the power's back online. They've come
5 of them by the look of it. That's a DBX, yeah. Right, have I got the data?
There's a few of them, but I bet they're not expecting a badass combat soldier with state-of-the-art gear. We don't want anyone chasing us home.
They're not going to get one either.
Hostiles are taken out. I'll touch down at the Selman's landing pad.
Oh, so I've got to kill them all, and then you'll come and rescue me. Why can't you come down with your ship? Just blow them away. I'm such... Yeah. You were expecting a badass soldier, hey? I don't think somebody didn't read my CV. Oh, I can see them on the HUD. Okay, well that's something. Okay, the music's got all tense. So, presumably bad stuff is... Why can I hear water? Oh, it's the pipe. But I can't even find my way out. Go and hide in the closet. Shields. How do I... I've got shields on my suit. How do I switch them on? S? No, it can't be. That's WASD. How do I put my shields up? I don't know. See. Oh, okay. Shield activated. Right, let's get the gun out.
Get moving. You don't want to chew through your battery before the shooting starts.
Right, where is my battery? 97%. Okay, that sounds alright. Oh, there's a dead dude on the stairs. Right, so one of them is directly ahead.
Pressurized environment.
According to that. Oh, just round the corner. So I'm not very good at this. So apologies. Where's the dude?
Someone's been here. We may have an intruder.
I can hear him. Oh, there he is, right there.
You're dead.
Is my shield still on? That was off. What?
Deactivated.
Wow. Oh, it's just colours at certain times. Whoa! Someone dropped a grenade at me. See, this isn't really my kind of gameplay. I want to get in a spaceship. Did I get it? Ah, don't reload in the middle of a fight. Stand there. Whoa.
Make sure you've got cover.
It's down there, dude. That's a stupid place to stand. Took a bomb. Oh, my shield went offline.
Shield deactivated. Entering pressurized
Why are my shields
environment.
off?
Shield activated.
Okay.
Leaving pressurized environment.
First one down. Keep pressing them.
Oh, I killed one. Was that good? When does the lead start? Right, okay. Just try to concentrate, Drew. Concentrate. You've got to kill these. Oh, I've got another one. I've got to kill somebody called Nicolette. That seems mean. Although she's clearly not on my side.
Oh, they really want that data. Another ship arriving with more hostiles.
Really?
Sure thing.
Right, there's one more out there.
Leaving pressurized
Where is
environment.
he? Straight out.
Okay, get a clear shot. Shield guard.
I need to pursue him. No, I'm in the open. That's not a clever move. Run away. Boom. There's still 5 of them out there.
Knockout grenade. Shield grenade.
Trying very hard to kill me, these guys.
Entering pressurized environment.
Running straight in front of me, that's probably...
Got ammo crates here if you need them.
I've got ammo crates, have I? Where are they? Oh, I've run out of ammunition. I thought it was a laser gun. Why has it run out of ammunition? Where are ammo? Oh, hang on, there's an ammo marker there. There! Now somebody else is shooting me. Let's get the pistol out instead. Where's the ammo crate? It says it's there, but it's... Is it through... This is like playing Doom. I was never good at Doom either. Right, is that an ammo crate? There we go, right. Right, okay, so let's stick with the laser gun. Back out here. Where are the dudes? Okay, they've managed to get behind me now. They're inside here somewhere, aren't they? Or have they gone upstairs? Let's go back outside. There's one there.
Leaving pressurized environment.
My shields are off. Oh yeah, good
Shield
point.
activated.
Good point. Where's the other guy? They're over here. So they're trying to use some cover and stuff. He's trying to do an run around. There he is. Looks like my weapons are much better than his. Okay. Nicky's dead. Poor old Nicky.
Fire in the hole.
Okay, 4 left. I'll get there.
Vital signs are dropping. Use a med kit.
Shield
Ah!
offline.
How do I use a medkit? These take time to recharge.
Shield online.
I need to get back to the building. There's a recharge socket inside there, I think. But can I get to it? Because I've got these 2 goons. Trying to right, let's run back inside, see if I can get to the recharge socket. Where's the recharge socket? Is that it? No. There's one over there.
Pressurized environment.
This is really stressful. really stressful. This is not me at all. Oh my god, this is just not right. Where's that? Implies it's in front of me, but I can't see it. Is it upstairs or what is it? I don't understand how to navigate this HUD. Oh, hang on. There we go. Suit recharge. No, don't shoot. Don't shoot it. Let's recharge the suit.
Charging.
Right. Okay.
Suit fully charged.
You can do it. Oh, it's a great vote of confidence in me. Right, get the laser gun out again. Right, let's go. How many of them have I got? There's 2 there. Now, if I can keep them separated, I've got a chance. That reload is I suppose it's a gaming thing, isn't it? But laser rifle shouldn't need reloading. Should need recharging, shouldn't they? Oh, that one ran away. That's right.
Another kill confirmed.
Shot off his foot. Right, there's nothing showing on the scanner now. Does that mean I'm okay? No, I've still got I've still got baddie music playing. Oh no, there's 2. It's quite a hard tutorial, isn't it? Defeat the hostile operatives. Yeah, there's 2 more. Where are they? Over there somewhere. Oh, there they are. How do they stand there? This is ridiculous.
Only one hostile left. Take your time.
No, I'm just going to laugh. Oh, she's going to chuck a grenade at me. My gun's run out of ammunition. Oh, let's just shoot with a pistol then. Die, sucker!
That's how it's done.
Yay!
Stars are down. Good work, soldier.
Right, okay, so
The
you,
landing pad.
when you have the shields down, use kinetic weapons. Okay, I need to learn that. So I've got lasers and kinetic weapons. Oh my god, that was hard work. So is he coming to us? Oh, Cobra coming. Okay. That was painful. Sorry, I tell you, this is not my kind of gameplay at all.
Time to get that data where it needs to be.
Right, so did I survive? Is that a Mark? Oh, it is, isn't it? It's a Mark IV Cobra. I was going to say, yeah, it's like subtly different to the Mark III, isn't it? Cobra Mark IV. Can we buy that in the game if you're not got the super dupery thingy? I can't remember what the conditions were for buying the Cobra Mark IV in the first place. I know I had one, but it was rubbish compared to the Cobra Mark III, so it's like,
Cold beer waiting
point.
for me at 4.
There's a cold beer waiting for me. Sold. Okay, board ship. Right, board. Dylan Slike. He sounds like a trustworthy kind of a guy. It was a Horizons pre-order. Was that it? Okay, wow. Yeah, I did. I think I can, on one of my accounts I can buy one. Okay, so I'm what? I'm a passenger?
That's what I call a 5-star performance. CEO will be made up when they hear about this. Not a bad way to end your
Sure, I would have
service,
given it 5 stars. What do you think, guys? Out of 5, how did I do? Okay, so I should be paying. Not a bad way to end your service. End my service.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so 5 stars. 3, 4, 3.4, 4. Oh well, did fair. 5 stars up 100.
4,
If I was crap, just tell me I was crap. Out of 5, I'd give you a D. From my read, you didn't miss much. No. 3.14. Oh, very good, very good. Several several out of 5. You're alive. I didn't die. Yeah. It's a fair point. Ah, dear. Last time I did it, I died. that's slightly comforting to know that it was okay. So what am I? I'm in a space taxi now, am I? Okay.
Won't take long.
Hit hyperspace in a second. Sit back and relax. The ride won't take long. Right. Okay. Where are we going? Chamberlain's Rest. Imagine reading this report. Agents spent several minutes switching on and off shields while reloading in front of hostiles, saying, "Where do I recharge my suit?" Oh god. Well, at least I'm back in space. I feel comfortable now. I'm back in the spaceship. You guys do you guys do that for fun, do you? I can see actually. I think if I got a bit more proficient at it, I might enjoy that. But I find it so tense, so actually stressful to do that. At least at the moment. Oh, hello, a bit of lore.
Each with their pros and cons, of course.
Okay, so it's telling us about superpowers. That's good.
Codex access to help you learn more and make an informed choice.
Codex access,
Work
yeah.
is work, and all 3 will pay well.
Yeah.
You might want to keep your options open when starting out.
Okay, so a nice little lore dump. Okay, that's cool. But this is okay. So it's interesting that the start now basically just takes you through the on-foot experience. So it's kind of putting you as a person in the game rather than the classic. Here's a few credits and a spaceship, which is different. Okay, I don't know quite what I was expecting. I'm not sure if I was expecting that. So. This is obviously very, very familiar. This bit. This is classic Elite Dangerous. But so does it give me a ship? Okay, to get disc 3 out of the cellophane. Insert disc. Oh, the ship is coming up. Okay, no spoilers then. No spoilers because I genuinely haven't been through this at all. This is okay.
Really new control.
Chamberlain's Rest. Right. Is that a surface port? Looks like it is.
It's a big affirmative. Mission data secure and we're heading back to base.
Quite a nice planet, showing off the rings. Good idea.
Departing hero did good. I'll file a report as soon as I'm done.
Our departing hero. So what's my story then? Have I been a Marine?
Acknowledged. Alpha 03 out.
Orbital flight engaged.
Does the surface tech work? Because there were all sorts of problems with shadows and stuff when I last played this a couple of years ago.
There's a whole galaxy waiting for you out there.
Looks so good.
I hear the Sidewinder's nice and cheap for new pilots. When I got my first ship, man.
Oh,
that was a good
okay, so that's
feeling.
quite cool.
Being able to travel anywhere I wanted. That's freedom. Then again, having a gun in your hand and boots on the ground is a whole other thrill. Relying on your skills and nothing else.
I was hoping it wasn't going to come to that.
Let's start calling you Commander.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, cool. That's not bad actually. I quite like that. I think that gives you a flavour because there's so much to take in for anybody playing the game for the first time. That's actually not bad. That's got a little bit of kind of why's the ground glowing? Is that a level of detail thing? Oh, I like the name of a ship, the Silkworm. Very good. Low sun. Oh, I'm not. I was grabbing the HOTAS instinctively. Okay, so they're showing off the thin atmospheres and stuff, which is quite nice.
There's a start call. We'll get us docked so you can wrap up and sign off.
Cool.
You'll have mission boards and contracts to pick up. If nothing interests you, book a taxi shuttle and look elsewhere.
Okay, cool. It is. It's pretty good. I mean, it's chucked a few bits in me. So I know about spaceships. I don't know what Sidewinder is at this point, but I know about the spaceships about. Federation Empire Alliance. A little bit of background lore there. we go.
Shame you can't take your military gear with you to the pilot's fed.
Terrain
You can
alert.
shop for your own
Pull
equipment
up
with no
now.
uniform code to worry about. There won't be any issues finding
Okay,
a
so I'm
flight to take
ex-military.
you either. There's a whole industry built around recruiting volunteers for local conflicts.
And now I'm swapping to the Pilots
Nice
Federation
missions to
course.
pick up just like any other starport.
Okay, so encourage me to go and check some missions out. Sounds like you were federal. Yeah, I mean, that's not right, is it? Can't that be the Empire? Okay, again, this is all very familiar.
We're here. Just go and explore. You're a free agent now. Take care of yourself, alright? Show everyone what you're capable of, Commander.
Okay, so it's like Commander. Ah, Imperial scum! Now we're gonna have words about that. Up the Empire. Bask! Bask in the glory of the Empire. Okay, so what do I do now? Use 2 to deploy. Okay, so disembark, I guess. I could have been in. Yeah, wouldn't that be quite good? Wouldn't it be nice actually at the beginning? Which faction do you want to be? Do you want to be the Federation, or do you want to be the Empire, or do you want to be the Alliance? That would be quite cool. Okay, so it's all gone black. Oh, it's reloading. Okay, interesting. Insert disk 3 then. Okay, here I am, magically transported to the starport. Okay, I'm standing outside the lifts. Okay, so I still don't have a ship though. Congrats, that was it. Hey, well there we go. Playthrough of Elite Dangerous complete. And it's only 9:30. Now get out there and rescue some humans from a Titan. I think that might be a little bit beyond my capabilities. Okay, so I kind of know my way around these places, unless they've changed a bit in the last couple of years, because it's basically, you've got the various different things that offer you different services. So I can get a taxi, I can go and take a mission from Frontline, can't I? But what about, if I want a spaceship, how do I, have I got any money? Have I got anything? How do I know? Where's my sort of inventory sheet of stuff? Where are the stairs? Under where I'm standing. Right. Okay. Let's go down the stairs. I've not. Okay. Oh, and there's the bar. Right. Good. Can I get a drink at the bar? Have they improved the bar? Is there a drink at the bar? Please say there's a drink. Please say there's a drink at the bar. Well, how do I interact with the bartender? Ah, there we go.
Looking to make a business transaction?
Okay, there. So he's just a shifty fence still.
Skin off my nose.
I want him as a beer. That guy in the... I don't want to be able to say it this way. Is the guy in the ship promised me a beer? Where do I get my beer? He said there was a... He said there was a cold beer waiting for me. Where is it? Barstool cannot interact. Playing some sort of 80s rock and roll as well, which is quite good. Drew, read your messages. How do I do that? The UI doesn't really tell me how to use it. Easy extra feature, hold Q. Oh, right, okay. I've got an Insight hub now. What does that do? Oh, comms, right, okay. Okay, so I've got 3 pending friend requests. Sorry about that, guys. That's entirely... Raxter redacted, right? Okay, so those are some friends, right? So, oh, a complimentary gift. What's that? Hello, Commander. The Pilots Federation is pleased to offer you a Sidewinder paint job. Okay, for a ship I haven't got. Right. Okay. So, thanks for that. But I haven't got a have I got a have I got, where's my, okay, so that's comms. Right, how do I get back out of that? Escape? Right, okay, so hold Q, that gives me, okay, hang on, so I've got some stuff here. Right, so what have I got? I've got navigation, which does what? Tells me where I am and gives me access to the galaxy map and stuff. Right, okay. Transactions, contacts. Okay, so that's that side. So down is backpack, which presumably is stuff I'm carrying. Okay. And then over here I've got... Oh, hang on. Okay, so this is familiar stuff. So I've got GalNet News. Dun dun dun. Which just pops up GalNet, which we've already read, so that's okay, right. Commander, does that tell me who I am? Ah, fantastic. Okay, oh, they're giving me some money. 250,000 credits. Oh, you guys have it easy. Inflation. Okay, so I've got a semi-automatic gun as a secondary weapon, a default flight suit, and 250,000 credits, which sounds like quite a lot. Okay, so can I buy a ship with that? Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I started off this game with 1,000 credits. It should be 100 credits in the Cobra Mark III. It should. Right, so into Astra, here we go. Is this, isn't it? Can I buy a ship from in here then? Oh, hello, Commander Aussie. Hello, Commander Aussie. Yay. Oh, how do I do that? Nope, wrong button. It's alright. Maru fast down says stop. Yeah, there we go. Give you a round of applause. Where's the salute? There it is. There we go. Right, thank you very much, Commander Aussie.
Just let me know.
Okay, so can you sell me a ship? I'd like a refresher on my flight training. Do I have to do flight training before I can fly a ship? I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I know. I've got. Oh, right. Okay.
Would you like to simulate your Pilots Federation assessment as a training exercise?
It's like having a job.
Very good. I'm uploading your original license evaluation to your inset. Have fun, Commander.
He said that without moving his lips as well. Oh, okay. I haven't been in a Sidewinder for a few years. Right, so my objective for this evening, my friends, is to get through the tutorials. Is that enough of an objective? You can skip it. No, I think I ought to do it because
Welcome to Morton Dock.
it's been a while.
Make yourself comfortable while we finish some preliminary ship checks.
Okay.
My name's Theo Acosta, and I'll be running your
Okay, so
Pilots
this is
Federation
actually trying to help you out.
Most pilots assigned to me earn their license, so as long as you follow my instructions, you'll be a commander in no time.
Yay! He's very British. I like him.
Oh, and before you ask, I may sound like an Imperial, but I'm actually from an independent system.
Yeah, well. I could have mistaken you for a
Today we'll
jolly
be covering the
friendly
basics of
Imperial, my
flight
friend.
control, combat, and frame shift drive use. This
Excellent.
Sidewinder has been installed with a specialized computer that'll take control at certain points.
So you can't screw up.
Mostly you'll follow a series of objectives to guide your actions. These are
Okay.
shown in the info
This,
panel on the top right of
I'm
the
hoping
display.
I'm going to be better at this than I was
Okay,
at the
good
last.
to go. Select auto launch from the options ahead of you when you're ready.
Auto launch? Auto launch?
Landing gear retracted.
It's all too easy. Auto launch.
Launch sequence underway.
The beauty of auto launch is that you can relax and enjoy the view. One of the ways that technology allows us to appreciate the good things in life.
Is that Adam Woods?
Other applicants have
That's
passed
very
through
cool.
their own evaluations, but this isn't a race. Each of the coming stages can be completed at your own pace.
So I'm not allowed to boost out the dock at full power then. That's what I usually do. That's not Adam. Okay. This is very British, isn't it? Waiting in the queue. It's like Britain simulator. No, after you, it's fine. It's not a problem. You go first. Britain in space, that's what this is. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, you go first. It's not a problem. I've got all day. It's oh dear. Oh, there's a thing outside. What's that? They've timed the position of the planets quite well, haven't they?
Remarkable, isn't it?
Oh,
For so long, humanity gazed up at the stars in wonder. We're not distracted by one of Earth's Earth's many wars. And now, we glide between them without a second thought.
Okay, so introducing the concept of hyperspace travel.
Here we are. Your first task is to demonstrate basic ship movements. A
Right.
ship's trajectory is primarily controlled by pitch, yaw, and roll.
Excellent.
Perform each of these now.
Pitch is up and down. I know that. Yaw is left and right. Now I can roll. Excitement!
Good. Now increase your throttle to accelerate forwards.
Making pips to engines. Oh, it's not allowing me to do that.
Decrease the throttle to resume a stationary position.
There we go. Okay, so far so good. I can do this bit.
Your throttle can also be pulled back from zero to engage reverse thrust.
Oh no, but I don't map my controls that way. So how do I how do I go backwards when I haven't mapped the axis? Dethrottle. See, I don't do any of this dethrottling business. Joystick Z-axis to increase reverse thrust. So I don't do that. I never use reverse. Have I got a? I used to have a thing that allowed me to. Oh, this is annoying. Is there a over? I'm going to have to put a flight override in, I think. Ship controls. Flight throttle. Can I just do a reverse? Set speed to minus 25. Let's speed. There we go. Set speed to minus 100. Let's just stick in a R. R is currently bound to forward only throttle reverse. That's the that's the button I was after. I found it. Let's try that. There we go. That's how I do it. Yeah,
As before, push the throttle in the opposite direction to cease moving.
done that.
Inputs confirmed. Looks like you've got the hang of individual controls. Let's see if you can put them all together.
Okay.
Your next task is to
Guide your ship through a series of
checkpoints.
checkpoints.
Head towards the
Oh, that's a
follow the
CQC
guided
artifact,
indicator.
isn't it? Oh, so they've integrated that into
The
the main
course
game.
weaves through an
Nice.
orbital structure and is designed for the novice pilot.
Oh well. I can't do pips control. Maybe they haven't introduced that yet. Right, so fly through targets. Okay, so what? Just fly through the circle. I can probably manage that.
Fly through the center of the first checkpoint. You'll notice that they change color as you fly through them.
Fair enough. Straightforward.
And we're
Yay.
off. There's no time limit, so maintain a comfortable speed while you familiarize yourself with the controls.
Nah, that's fine. Full throttle. This bit I can do. That bullseye.
Rolling and pitching together is the most efficient way of turning rapidly.
Oops. It's not a very maneuverable ship. Surprisingly, not so good actually. That was very bad. Just embarrassed myself. I used to be an elite combattee, you know. That was a long time ago. Okay, so back into the blue zone, of course. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Where's the next one? Here it is. Sidewinder should be a little bit more manoeuvrable, you'd have thought, but there we go. Into the blue zone for a bit of turning. That's it. Okay, got this now.
It's good practice to consider the angle and speed of your approach.
Full throttle.
See the blue marker beside the throttle gauge?
Ah,
This indicates
now you
the
tell me.
optimum turning speed.
CQC next. Yeah, I was never very good at that either. Hope I'm not making anybody space sick. It's quite a cool facility though to be flying through, isn't it? It looks pretty cool.
You're approaching a particularly sharp turn, so I advise slowing down to prevent any mishaps.
Okay. Yeah, sharp turn. Look at that. Like a boss. Use the force, Luke.
Your ship's boost function greatly increases your speed, but use it wisely. That's the last checkpoint. The Sidewinder is an agile craft, and you handled it well.
Yes.
A new icon has appeared on the sensor display in the center of your dashboard.
Can we shoot something now?
This represents a nearby beacon, which you'll soon scan as part of your evaluation.
No, I've got to do some evaluations.
Target the beacon before we continue.
Training.
You're going to use your ship's data link scanner to analyze the beacon, but you need to deploy hardpoints first.
Which button is joystick 11? I don't know. It's one of these. There we go.
Good. Most external modules are installed on hardpoints, including weapons.
Ooh.
Control is back with you. The beacon is relatively small, so you'll need to position yourself close to it. Watch your speed here. We intend to scan the object, not become one with it.
I detect a certain amount of sarcasm from my onboard friend.
You can scan the beacon now.
I am.
Well done.
Okay.
The data link scanner is a versatile tool that connects with network interfaces and various
He
data
knows
points.
me, doesn't he?
You need to move to another area of this star system to continue your assessment, pilot.
Okay, just tell me where I'm
Rather than
going.
travel for the next year using your thrusters, you can employ the ship's frameshift drive to
Ooh.
increase your speed by a few orders of magnitude.
Okay.
First, ensure that the ship is correctly secured. Your landing gear, cargo scoop, and hardpoints must all be retracted.
Right, hand points
When you're
retracted.
ready, throttle up and engage Super Cruise.
Shift drive charging for the first time ever.
3, 2, 1, engage.
This is actually, I mean, obviously for me it's a bit weird playing this because I kind of know a lot of this stuff, but it's quite
You're now
good.
accelerating towards a velocity comparative to the speed of light.
But there's a lot to take on board.
Super Cruise is used to navigate within a star system, allowing you to cover significant distances in minutes. Usually you'll retain control in Super Cruise, but on this
I can
occasion
see why
you'll
people would find it
choose following
overwhelming
a preset path.
to start with. Because I mean, the problem with when we played Elite, or when
This is a good
the
time to familiarize
original,
yourself with a couple of the cockpit panels available to you.
this guy keeps talking, of course.
Top right of your HUD is the comms panel, which displays pilot communications and contact.
Is we picked up these bits and pieces of the game one by one as they were introduced, rather than having to learn them all in one go. All we could do was shoot barrels. That's right. So we kind of got used to it over a period of many months as new stuff was locked in.
Welcome to Lightspeed.
Light speed's not fast enough. You have to go to ludicrous speeds. Yeah, space games always. Here's 20 pages of controls. Enjoy. They are a bit, aren't they? It's right. Okay. Let's throttle back the frame shift drive. Oh, it's got a mind of its own.
Watch the distance and speed markers on the dashboard. These are used to help you accurately disengage at your destination.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. I prefer being thrown in the deep. I mean, yeah.
Next lesson will introduce the basics of combat.
Oh, last we get to shoot some stuff.
Will be provided around the decommissioned
Yes.
megaship.
A decommissioned
We'll also
megaship.
cover some situational information about weaponry and target
Okay.
tracking.
So what's it going to teach me about
Yes,
combat?
You'll get to shoot those weapons you saw earlier.
It's like the old Frontier Elite 2 manual that basically chapter 5 was all about weapons, and the first paragraph of the manual was, "Welcome to the manual. We assume you turn to this page first."
Astronomical bodies have a gravitational effect on the FSD, reducing your ship's speed. The closer the body, the greater the effect.
Yeah. Okay. I've not got control of the ship at the moment. Okay.
The frameshift drive is disengaged. Welcome to the combat zone.
Oh, that's the danger zone, sorry. Not the combat zone. Should really be taking this a bit more seriously, shouldn't I? What's happening? Right. Deploy hard points. I can do that. That's that button. Target the megaship. I can do that. That's that button. Analyze the megaship with the data link scanner. Where are the weapons? Come on. I can't move. You need to give me... Oh, okay. I'm in range, apparently. Ooh. Okay, give me a little glow there. That's quite nice.
Well done. It's often worth scanning objects you're unfamiliar with to learn more about them. Next, you need to activate your weapons by cycling to a different fire group.
Right. Multi-cannon and
You'll notice
burst
that your weapons
laser.
are now listed on your HUD. Fire groups allow you to manage your hard points efficiently.
Ooh.
Let's begin the
Okay.
combat evaluation. Destroy several of the canisters.
Safe mode off. Weapons live. Here we go, my friends. This is what we've been waiting for. We get to shoot some stuff.
All weapons have an effective range, so you may need to move closer here.
How close do I have to be? Oh, it's a power capacitor, that's why I'm targeting the wrong thing. Where are the cargo canisters? Oh no, they are cargo. Are they? Power node. What am I? Destroy the canisters on the megaship. But they're showing up as power capacitors. Are they the right thing? Oh,
Your ship
well,
has two weapons installed.
they
Make
blow
sure
up,
you use
so...
both your primary and secondary triggers.
Okay.
Thrusters are particularly useful for navigating around large structures. Why not give them a try? Your cannon will automatically reload until the ammunition supply runs out. Meanwhile, your laser will fire until the capacitor is depleted, at which point it will need to recharge. Quota achieved. Let's dial up the challenge a notch, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
An unmanned craft has arrived nearby. These drones are used by the Pilots Federation as target practice, and they're quite harmless.
Okay, so we're going to
To
kill the ship.
continue, bring the craft into your sights and open fire.
Right, now the elite skills happen. He hopes. Oops. Yeah. There we go.
Nice
Dun
work.
dun dun.
You may have noticed that multi-cannons are effective against unshielded targets. Another craft has arrived. This one is fitted with a shield generator. Helpfully, your burst laser is a thermal weapon, which excels in stripping away a target's shields.
Excellent. It's on the other side of... I hit it. Never a good thing. Boom. Yeah, see, this is much more my sort of thing. I feel totally relaxed about this.
Your final target has dropped into the
Ooh,
area.
final one.
This time your opponent will fight back, but its damage capability has been greatly reduced. Your target will not react until it registers shield damage. Engage when ready.
Combat drone. Okay. The Celestial Warrior strikes again. I'm sure somebody in the chat will tell you all about the legend of the Celestial Warrior. Suffice to say, I've been here before. Actually hit me. Cheeky. Yeah, they're pulling that trick on me twice. That's much more familiar territory.
Even if you're planning on a peaceful career, understanding the basics of combat is vital for a pilot's long-term survival.
So you can run away.
For advanced combat information, you should refer to the pilot's handbook, which we'll cover in more detail soon.
So there's more learning to do.
Your evaluation involves a hyperspace jump to a neighbouring star.
Oh, I still haven't finished. Blimey.
On this occasion, your ship's computer has selected your destination for you. We'll cover selecting destinations manually soon. The mass lock indicator on the bottom right of the dashboard is active. This means a large object is in close proximity,
It's taken over control of the ship
preventing
again.
engaging the FSD. To resolve this, throttle up to move a safe distance away from the megaship.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
Remember, you can
Sleep ready,
boost
brilliant.
to temporarily increase your ship's speed.
Right. Okay, so still mass locked.
The mass lock indicator has gone out. When you are ready to travel light years in seconds, engage the FSD.
Frameshift drive charging.
Please pay attention, pilot. Written examination will follow at the end. I know. The last test is fighting an SDC wing.
4, 3, 2.
Here we go. Hyperspace. First hyperspace jump. Yeah, sidewinder. Showing you the way. Give me your hat now. You can't have my hat. My hat is, yeah. Actually, my hat is the intelligent part of this triumvirate known as Drew Wagar. It's
Technology has made the task
without my hat, I am
between
nothing.
stars
I will disappear. Right.
trivial.
Okay.
Never let the simplicity distract from the marvel humanity has achieved. Your next stop is Quello Station. This time we'll employ the Supercruise Assist module to guide your approach. Open the
This is.
external
I tell you what, this is like. This is like driving a modern car after I just stepped out of my MX-5, which has, for those of you who know, it's like it doesn't have any electronics on it at all. It's an old 1993 car with a key and a throttle pedal. Whereas this is just like so much automation in a computer game.
Highlight
Right.
the starport in the location
Okay,
list
now I have to
and
do
then
this.
select Supercruise Assist. It's the second option.
Oh no, Supercruise Assist. All this luxury these modern pilots
With the
have.
destination selected, throttle up and aim towards your target.
All right.
The compass to the left of the sensor display will help you orient yourself.
Okay, so it just does it for you.
Good. Your ship
No,
is
this has
now
got way too much
Quello
automation. I just want to switch it all off. Just give me the controls. I'll do it myself. Right. So what does Supercruise Assist do? Dan Technic, off to bed with me. This has been a delight. So happy to have you back in. Oh, pleasure. Lovely to see you all again, commanders. Right. I don't know how much longer have I got to go on this tutorial. It assists. Oh, it's an autopilot, right. Okay, so yeah, I think I know most of this.
You can adjust module functions, check your records, and access the codex, among other things.
So I'm harmless, aimless, penniless, helpless, defenceless, and directionless. Pretty much sums up my life. Ah dear. Harmless, aimless, penniless, helpless, defenceless, and directionless.
Pilots often
Nice.
wonder what their first step into the galaxy should be. The pilot's handbook is a great source of help in this regard. It details a variety of professions and how to outfit
Pilot's
your ship
handbook.
for. The handbook also offers advice on various ship
Okay.
functions that aren't covered in this evaluation.
Codex. Right.
You can find the pilot's handbook in the codex, accessible on the home screen via the internal interface panel. The trails moving around you are FSD wakes. Your ship is also emitting one. The position of each correlates with their respective
They've
sensor
changed it.
display
They used to look like comments, didn't they? They don't look like comments anymore.
In a moment, we'll be going through the docking process. This will cover docking permissions and a standard landing
Okay, so
pad
we've got to do
approach.
landing. When do I get to mostly harmless? Well, at the moment, harmless. Right, which is correct. I think I might be extremely dangerous, but not in a good way, if that makes sense. Yeah, the wake trails don't blind you anymore, do they? They're quite subtle now. Is that an Odyssey change? I don't remember that. No, I'm not doing a loop of shame because it's doing everything for me.
Welcome to Quello Station.
This is the final.
This is the final stretch.
Yes, I will have completed the tutorial.
But I'd like you to position your ship near the starport's access corridor first.
Okay.
Starports are the backbone of humanity's operations throughout inhabited space. They provide mission
He's turned off my
boards,
boost.
a commodities market, a number of specialized contacts, and various ship facilities. Most pilot business is conducted via the Starport Services interface. I recommend familiarizing yourself with this screen when docked.
That anti-alias thing doesn't look very good. Am I missing a setting somewhere?
Good. Ease off the throttle and hold position here.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, and try not to block the access corridor.
You told me to get into the access corridor.
We'll be using the docking computer for this landing.
Really?
You can always dock manually in future, of course, but practice in a training simulation first. Whichever method you use, all ships must seek docking permission before approaching a
What
landing
happens if I
pad.
try and go in and break the simulation?
To request docking permission, open your external interface panel and select the contacts tab.
Okay, no,
Then
the
select
anti-alias
Remote
thing is
Station
just
in the
bad.
list,
Right.
Followed by request docking in the information panel.
Simply invert the field poles and the down poles to the field margin. Request docking. Alright.
Docking permission authorized.
Oh, it just...
Docking assist has been engaged.
Wow.
You've been assigned landing pad
Okay,
3.
so I just sit,
The
sit
compass
and
will point
watch.
towards your designated pad. Ships
So it's
need
a
to
sort
be
of
within
autopilot
7.5
simulator, really, this.
kilometers of the starport for a docking request to be considered.
Oh, it's got the blue Danube. Nice. Oh, quite a nice version of it too. Nice nod to 2001, of course, for those of you who remember 2001, The Space Odyssey. That's where this little homage is done. Stanley Kubrick's film of 1968, somebody will know. Dum, 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 dum. Suddenly, was it
The
1968?
docking computer will now demonstrate a safe landing procedure. Let's review what it's doing.
Oh, everything's green on the inside of this space station.
Landing gear must be deployed.
Why can't the autopilot do that?
Indicator lights up if this has been done.
Oh, it has been done.
Landing gear deployed.
Sorry. I use Super Something times 2 because it's pretty nice. Your cards will be able to do it with ease. Okay. Yeah, so if you've never seen that, my friends, 1968, go and see 2001 A Space Odyssey and you'll realise why Elite Dangerous plays that piece of music when you're docking. It's a nice little sci-fi homage to, to a very old film. We're down! Oh, now I've lost me earpiece.
Congratulations, Commander. Your evaluation has been successful, and a license is being
Ooh, I
assigned to you as
passed.
I speak. We just need to finalize your credentials.
Wow.
Enter the hangar to exit this evaluation.
Select enter hangar to complete your evaluation. There's enter hangar. Oh, is that it? Is that... Go down.
It's time to blaze your own trail across the galaxy.
Ah, blaze your own trail, my friends. Blaze your own trail.
It's up to you.
Oh, and end of tutorial. Dum dum da. Oh, what I really need now is a beer at the bar. Oh wait. Okay, that's reloading. Okay, so that is it. Literally, that is the two tutorials. So it's given me. Okay, so it's given me a ground tutorial and a space tutorial with a with a heck of a lot to remember. But it's better than nothing, right? It's better than nothing. Okay, so if I try and let's go into my private. There's the Drew Wagar private group. Apologies those of you who aren't in that group as of the beginning of the stream, because I won't be able to get into the group to add people into it, if that makes sense. I will do that before next week's stream. So, oh, there are other tutorials. I won't do those at the moment. Oh, there are, aren't there? Training simulations, challenge scenarios, training videos. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff they have added. They have been busy, actually, haven't they? They have been busy. Let me go in here, and then we'll see if... I don't know if any of you guys can get into the locate. Where do I start? That's a good point. Okay, so this is kind of the game proper now, isn't it? Okay, and I'm almost. Oh well, I'm out of time from the stream. But okay, so Chamberlain's Rest is where. So I need to get out of this starter set because presumably because it's a starter area, you guys aren't allowed in here. Is that right? I think the challenge scenarios are the original trainers. Okay, so yeah, I'm in the newbie bubble. I do vaguely remember that being talked about. Okay. Okay, so you guys, I need to work my way out of the newbie bubble as fast as possible. But we'll have a play with that. Play some good music at this bar. Okay, the Odyssey starter station is not permit locked. If you head to internet, we can set up. Yeah, so I'm kind of out of time on that, and I just want to finish off the last little bit of the stream that I did want to do. I will play around a little bit with that, I think perhaps next week, and then just get out of the starter bubble, because I do know kind of what I'm doing. Who's that running around there? So yeah, so I'll do it. Right, okay, so that's got it's got me part of part through the tutorial, which is cool. So let me just stand up there and have a look out the window. It's quite a nice view there with the little capes and stuff. Right, so the last thing I did want to do, and we won't do too much of it today, but because I'm going to put a funny one in just for the time being, but I did want to do. Let's just cancel that sound. Not that I don't mind rock and roll music, but when I'm trying to talk. Right, so the last little thing is the Fdev wish list. So things that we could constructively do that would allow that Fdev could consider, right? Fdev could consider. So just that, you know, we think we could be quick and easy to add into the game. So there we go. Ta-da! I'm back again. Beer at the... I was going to put that in actually. Now, why is the thing in there? Oh, hang on. There we go. Was that big? Yeah, there we go. My Fdev wish list. Right. So I think I don't know what. There was one more. There was. That is the last one, I assure you. Beers at the bar. I think we need to put that one at. Yeah, because it's just we just need that's such an important thing. I think it can go in there at number 1 for the time being, anyway. I did, and bear in mind again, I'm reiterating here, simple. Yeah, if you need to find out why, but go back to the beginning of the stream. Simple, cheap, and what was the other one? Quick. Okay. So maybe on the channel I can do that. So if you've got ideas, it's probably a good idea to put them into the Discord channel actually. And if you need to know where my Discord is, ping Discord in the chat. We'll tell you where it is, and you can join. Number 2 hookers, period hookers. Don't think we could get that in. A cargo SOV, yeah. Well, see, I'm trying to avoid things that need a lot of dev time at the moment. Access to military versions of the ships. That's not a bad idea. 5 gold rings. SOVs to space. So yeah. So CQC every stream post stream. Ability to access your ground mission. Now that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Let's just stuck a few. It says ground missions from ship. Faction choice consequences. Yeah, quite like that. Let's just play around with some of these things, and we'll see how we'll debate a little bit on the Discord, maybe how practical they are. Bookmark sort, cheaper carriers, autopilot for ground missions. I wouldn't mind seeing some new ships, obviously. Interstellar initiatives, of course. Yeah, I'd forgotten about them. Good ideas in here, by the way. So fleet carrier remote fuel transfer, ship HUD colour options. That can't be too difficult to do. Quite like that. Remove all shields. Remove all engineers. And explore. Yeah. So explore a hunt. New ships, new stations. No more tedious unlocks. I think they could have a look at that. They could have a look at the. Just general amount of grind, because those things you could easily adjust, couldn't you? Just don't need so many materials. You just reduce the material count. That must be quite an easy thing. Player marketplace for equipment. Hire a true storyteller. Ah. Faction back PvP combat zones. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Community goals. Yeah. Community goals are sort of quite a good thing, so more community goals. Let me just grab some of these just for the sake of doing this thing, and then I'll take it a bit more seriously next week. Trail missions with a story. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in there that, you know, the communities with story lore. That doesn't sound like it's outrageous. I think more NPC dialogue, you know, just in text form. You know, the whole, I mean, we laugh about the 1% thing and the wedding powers and all that sort of thing, but it can't be that difficult to add in a bit more NPC dialogue, right? It's just surely some text strings in a database. That's never been done. That's got to be a thing. Multiple simultaneous scans, yeah. So exobiology scanner, multi-scans. I think these are all quite good ideas. Apologies if I'm not grabbing everything, but I'll try and skim back through. But I'll put a dedicated thing in the Discord for all this sort of stuff. A versus B storylines, yes. Let's put that in that one because that's kind of related to that one, isn't it? So you've got some moral choices maybe to do. More. More community goals. Yeah. Question mark. Because you don't want too many of them. More beers at the bar. We got beers. We've definitely got beers. We get beers at the bar. That's definitely number one. Pre-engineered chip modules to buy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Pre-engineered modules and stuff. Okay, so that's quite a good selection already. Okay, so yeah, so but you know, and I know it's probably like, that's why I said it was a wish list, because I'm afraid, my friends, the chances of getting these things are probably quite remote. But I think if we can try and go through as a community simple, cheap, at least what we think are simple, cheap, because we don't know what's involved in coding and modifying the game at all, obviously, because we're not inside the offices. But if we could come up with simple, cheap, quick things that we think they are, those sort of things, I think that might be quite useful. So I'll in the week I'll sort out the Discord into little categories. There's a major category in there called Elite Dangerous right now, which has a few bits and pieces in it, but it's going to need more stuff. Comets, yeah. I don't know where to put that. Comets, yes. Comets should be in there. Beers at the bar. And then I'll add some different categories into Discord so I can get a little bit more information, a bit more structure in there, and that will help us to identify things a little bit more effectively. But so I mean, going back to the beginning of the stream, you know, again, what was this all about? What was the objective here? It was simply to try and corral the community a little bit, to say, look, we know Fdev's had a bit of trouble. We know they've had some bad game releases. You know, there's been some historical stuff that's gone wrong. Elite Dangerous is the game that we still all love and enjoy playing, and it's the game that kind of brings us all together. We don't want to lose it. We want to encourage Fdev to continue investing in it, and we want to you know, do what we can to, you know, offer any kind of useful suggestions, and, you know, just keep pushing this thing along as best we can to keep it alive. So, you know, we know it's probably going to be a while before they can do a great deal because of the financial situation they've got, but you know, anything we can do to help, So that's basically it. So more lore on the club. Well, actually, as it happens, my friends, I can't provide you with any. Well, I can provide you with somewhere where we are. My next lore video next week is going to be, this is a small advert. My next lore video next week is the last part of my lore on the Thargoids. The video after that is going to be Jasmina Halsey. So do you remember about Jasmina Halsey, the first president of the Federation in the Elite Timeline? Prior to Hudson, she had this weird mystical experience out in deep space. So I've done the lore on that one. And the lore video after that is going to be about the club. Okay, so my lore videos will drop every Tuesday at 5 PM, I think. So if you type exclamation mark lore into the chat, that will take you to my YouTube channel where you can find all the lore videos. So yeah, so the Thargoids, then Jasmina Halsey, then the club, and I'm going to go through all the other kind of big interesting things in the Elite Dangerous lore and make sure there's a video on that sort of stuff as well. So you should be able to find everything that I've done thus far, and also find everything that I'm going to do as they drop. And now, obviously, you know, the usual like and subscribe so you get notified, and click that bell button so you don't miss an upload. Da, 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 da. So I will finish the Thargoids, yeah, and I know some people are a bit sick of the Thargoids, but there's plenty of other lore that we can go and go and play around as well. So so there we go. Right, my friends, it is with great pleasure that I reached into the stream. No, that's mean. I hope you have enjoyed this inaugural session of the Unofficial Elite Dangerous Twitch stream. Again, my ambition here really is only to. Yes, I should do a raid. I'm going to find out how to do that because I'm not very good at raiding. Let me close that then. I will save the Fdev wishlist for the time being and we'll update that as we go. Let me go back to the camera while we're doing that. I will try and do a raid. Actually, no, let me not do that because then I haven't got a chat window. Sorry about that. I've just zapped the chat window. I will try and do a raid in a minute. Yeah, don't worry about that. So I'll find an Elite Dangerous streamer who is online and try and jump into them. Thank you ever so much. For putting up with me wittering on about Elite for the last hour or 2 hours and following me through my inept attempts at managing the tutorials. Although I didn't do so badly on the spaceship bit. And yeah, let's see if we can do whatever we can to keep Elite Dangerous in the limelight. We know there's some history. We know there's been some ups and downs. We know there's some, some stuff that various different levels we were all unhappy with at some things. So, but at the end of the day, none of us want this game to disappear into the just fizzle out. So let's do what we can to keep it alive, and that's my pledge to you. I will be here as long as I can be to keep pushing it along and keeping it. This is the 40th anniversary year of Elite. So September this year will be 40 years since this game started, and that's definitely something that's going to be worth marking in some fashion. So we will make sure we do that. But once again, thank you ever so much for all of your welcomes back. Really appreciate it. I appreciate there'll be a few people out there going rolling their eyes, but hey, welcome to you too. The wider Elite Dangerous community, and all that kind of stuff. So thank you once again. It's been good fun. I'm going to now go and see how do I do a raid? I've forgotten. I've got to go into my Twitch. Haven't I got to go into my Twitch dashboard or something? Hang on, my creator dashboard. Let's go into that. Is that why I do it? This is managing my. I've forgotten how to do this. This is bad. Stream manager. Right. How do I find someone to raid? Right. Wait. It's raid username. Right. Okay. So. Recommend me some. Somebody did have somebody. Raid Star Gold. Okay, so what do I just type in? I just type in / Raid Stargoid. Whoever they are going to be kind of like totally freaked out, I think, but there we go. Right, I'm going to send you over there. I'm going to end my stream for now. We will be back. This will be a regular date, 8 PM Thursdays. We will continue with GalNet community stuff. What else did I do? The lore, obviously, and the Fdev wishlist, and some playing through, and anything else that crops up. So news and of all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to send you over there. Take it easy, my friends. Be good. Have a fantastic week ahead. You're not far from the weekend, so enjoy that. I have been your host, Drew Wagar, on the Unofficial Elite Dangerous Twitch stream. I hope you had fun, and I will see you all next week. I have another stream on Mondays, which is my retro space game stream, if you fancy joining me on that. But otherwise, look out for the lore videos, and I will see you next week. Right on, Commanders. 07. Be good, and see you soon. Right, there goes the raid. The raid has been created. Dun, dun, dun. Lots and lots of people are ready to raid. Hope Stargoid knows what the heck's going to happen. What's my in-game commander name? It is, well, in this particular context, it's Maru Farstone, but you can also find me under Commander Drew Wagar as well. So take it easy. I will see you next week, my friends. Be good. Be good. See you soon.